Hello, hope you are doing fine today wherever you are. So in this video, we are going to learn about how to make Capsim decision. So this video will take you through Capsim round 1. It will also give you details on how to do Capsim round 2, Capsim round 3, Capsim round 4, up to Capsim round 7 or round 8. It depends on when your Capsim ends. And this not only guarantee you over 900 points, but for some student get as much as 950 out of 1000 points. So this is something that we have been doing for a while, and we are very good at it. So in case you need consultation or some help, kindly consider contacting us, and we have provided the WhatsApp link on the video description. You can also contact us via the email if you do not have the WhatsApp. We have provided the email on video description too. So without much, let's go straight to the reports and see what customers need in each market segment. So the first segment is traditional market segment, and customer here are very conservative. They are looking for a product that has an edge of 2.0. Edge, you can control it under research and development section. The second most important thing is the price. Price between 20 and 30, that is an ideal price. So you need to check on that while making the decision under marketing section. Ideal position, which is a factor in research and development. Customers need something between 5 for performance and size of 15.0 in the current year, which is 2024 or round 1. Also, reliability is very important. They are looking for reliability between 14,000 and 19,000. This one depends on the strategy that we are following. For us, we are going for the broader differentiation. So we'll go for the maximum reliability, which is 19,000. Let's go to R&D and try to change the R&D figures and coordinate to see if we can meet the customer's need. As we have seen, this ideal position, I think is that best when you go to traditional market segment, and it has an importance level of 21%. So make sure you try to give the best to your customer. Now go to size, try 13.8. And then reliability, let us increase the maximum, which is 19,000. That's all for traditional product able. So let's now go to low end and see what customers want. In low end, price is the most important thing. Here also you need to be very competitive, followed by edge. Customer wants a very old product, so you'll not be revising your ideal position often. Then finally, customers need the product with reliability of 12,000 to 17,000. So you don't need to provide them with the most, because reliability only carries 7% of importance. So yeah, we'll not touch anything because we don't want our product to be revised. We want it to remain the same to attain the required age of 7 years. Now let's go to high end. In high end, ideal position is the most important thing, so you need to revise your product often. That means increasing your performance and reducing the size of that product, and you need to do it with a big margin. You can say between 0.8 and 1.1, depending on when the revised product will come out. Make sure that when you revise the product, it has at least 3 months of selling. That means it should not come out later than October. Okay, and then the customers want reliability of between 20,000 and 25,000. So make sure you give them the best when you consider using the broad differentiation strategy. And then finally, the price. The price you can leave the way it is, because customers here, price comes last. As long as you have met other customer criteria, they are willing to pay for that. Okay, now let's provide them with the performance of 8.9 and size of 11.1. Also remember to change the reliability, give them the maximum, which is 25,000. Having done that, let's go to our next market segment, which is performance, and see what customers need in that segment. Reliability is the most important thing. Customers are expecting a product with a reliability of 27,000. That means that is the case if you consider using differentiation strategy, and then followed by a deal position, then price, finally the edge. So don't look at the edge. Make sure you consider reliability and ideal position first. So let us give apt performance of 10.5 and size of 14.8. And the most important thing, remember to maximize your reliability to 27,000. And then let us calculate and see. Okay, so what you are looking for when you do the revision is the revision date. Make sure it is within the same year. You can see the current year in Capsim is 2024, and make sure all your product comes out within this year. But also again, make sure you give each product at least 3 months of selling. So make sure your product never comes out later than October. So any product, any vision that you make, and here you see November, that is a wrong thing that you are doing. So make sure you revise your product again to make sure that they come out not later than October. Okay, now let's go to size market segment and see what customers want. Ideal position is the most important thing, followed by edge and then reliability. Okay, now let's give it 4.7, and here let us give it 9.8. Let us increase the reliability a little bit, 20,000. Okay, as you can see, our product looks good. All of them doesn't come out beyond October. And also another thing you need to check is the perception map. Make sure each revised product fall within each circle that represent that market segment. For example, able this strategic product, make sure it doesn't go outside this circle, the middle one. For Adam, which is the bottom, the lowest circle, make sure when you revise this product, the product doesn't go outside this circle. The same apply for performance product as well as gap. Agape, which is the size market segment product. If any of this product comes out of any of this circle, it means that it will not be meeting the customer buying criteria for that market segment, and that means you lose ability to charge the price that is recommended in that market segment. And in several cases, you will end up with a very huge inventory, and that is a very bad thing because it attracts emergency loan, and we don't want to have emergency loan because it's very expensive and very difficult to recover from it. So take note of where your product is. Again, when it comes to R&D, this is the most important thing in Capsim, because if you do anything wrong in R&D, recovering from it is very difficult. In marketing, you can increase your spending, maybe you can change your prices and you'll be back in the game. But for R&D, it is very expensive and very difficult for you to control. So make sure whatever you do, whatever decision you make, reflect what customer need with regard to R&D. Okay, now we are done with R&D. Let's go to marketing, and we'll start with pricing and forecast. Again, before we start doing the marketing, let's go back to customer buying criteria and start to understand what customers want. For example, in traditional segment, we can see price of between 20 to 30, that is the ideal price. Make sure your price doesn't go beyond 30, because if it does that, it means that you'll be struggling to convince your buyer, especially since you have other companies that are selling similar product in the market. So make sure your price is competitive. For now, let us charge 27 for Eka, which also the price is the most important thing. Make sure you reduce the price. For Adam, you can maintain the price the same way it is, but for After and Agape, make sure you increase a little bit, considering the fact that if you charge less, making a profit is going to be a hurdle. Okay, and another difficult things to do in Capsim is to do the forecasting. Make sure that you check our video where we discuss the method that you can use to do the forecasting for your product, and I think it will really help you. So here, based on strategy, we found that 1,400 is an ideal forecast for traditional product, 2,300 is ideal for low end, and 650 is ideal for high end. 580 is ideal for performance. And okay, let's take it again. I think there was a delay in loading. So here we said 1,400, here 2,300, here 650, here 580, and finally here 530. Now we are done with the marketing, pricing, and forecast. Let's go to promotion and sales. Okay, here you need to spend maximum in each category, because if you don't spend maximum, even though some are considered poor, they have poor result, but make sure you spend maximum, because if you do not spend maximum, the likelihood of you attaining a high awareness is very difficult. As you can see, for print media is good in traditional low end, but poor in high end performance, while fair in size. But we are spending maximum regardless of anything, because for now we are just starting out, and we don't know what will work best for us. So make sure you spend at least some money, or a maximum amount of money in all these categories, because it will really help you to maximize the awareness that you'll be getting. The same apply to direct mail. You can see it's good in traditional and low end, fair in high end, but poor in performance and size market segment. But we are considering just spending the maximum despite that challenge. But as we move on, we might consider changing how we are spending this money, because now we will know what works for us. Okay, 700, 700. So for web media, let's see where it is important. Poor in traditional, poor in low end, but fair in high end, and good in performance and size market segment. So let's try just 500. So Capsim is a game that you give and take and not take only. So severally you'll have to make some sacrifices so that in the future you can get a better result. So don't always look forward to just be profiting. Rather, it is good to make sure that you try to make some losses here, so that when it comes in other rounds, you can carry forward those losses and try to make some profit out of it. Yeah, let's try 600, 600, 600, 600. Yeah, let's try 300. Okay, now let's start doing the sales budgeting. And also same like in the promo budget, yeah, I also try to spend the maximum by selecting the sales force that is the maximum recommended in each category. Same, you can see like outside sale as a low impact on tradition, inside sale as medium, and distribution as high. But since we are just starting up, let's try to spend the maximum, or try to have the highest number of sales personnel, either in outside sales, inside sales, or distribution. Here we can try 12. Here let us try 18. And here let us try 15. Here let us go for 12. Here 30. and here 6. So if we can just go to low end, you can see outside sales has a medium impact. That's why we have spent the maximum, that is 12. And then inside sales has low impact, and that's why we have 18. While distribution has high impact, that's why we have 15. When do we go to high end? Outside sales has high performance. Inside sales have medium impact, while distribution has low impact. So let's go for 12, 30, and 6. And then performance, we can see outside sales has medium, inside sales has high, and distribution has low. So let's go for 12, and then 30, and then 6. And then finally, outside sales has high performance, inside sales have medium, and distribution has low. So let's go for 12, 30, and 6. Time allocation is also very important. Make sure, because you are just starting up, make sure each product is given near equal time allocation, because for now all products are equally important and we want to succeed in all these regions or these market segments. So let's see. Now that is it. We are done with the marketing, promo, and sales. We can now go to production. So yeah, because you have to sell 1,400 and you have some inventory, you can just produce that 1,400. Here we are projected to sell 2,300. Our inventory is very small. Let us try for 2,450, just to have some leeway in case the markets turn out to be better than how we have projected. Here project to sell 650. Let's have 700 here. Yeah, projected 580. We can have 580 because the inventory will cover for us. Yeah, 530. We have 62 in inventory. We can have 550 just in case. Okay, now when we go to, you can see first shift production for able traditional market segment product is 1,800. This is a very big amount because it means we can produce as much as 3,600. And currently, we are only producing 1,400. This means we only need a capacity of 700 units. But we cannot do that because we are expecting the market to grow. So let us just sell some 400 units. And here we can leave the way it is. And also in Adam, which is high end, now we are only producing 700. We don't need 600, no, sorry, 900 capacity, because before we reach the need to produce 1,800 units, that will be like maybe around 8, or maybe we cannot even reach that level. So let us get rid of this. And again, now we want to ensure that we take note like what in the future will happen. For example, customer in traditional market segment are expecting the product to get cheaper each round. Low end, they are expecting the same. So if we do not change anything, we are not going to make any profit in future for traditional and low end market segment product. And how can we ensure that when it gets to that point when the prices are too low to sustain our production, we can still make a profit? So what we need to do is to cut the labor cost, and we can do this by maximizing our automation. So let's have here 9.0 and here let us have 7.0. Again, we are also looking for other product in the category like performance, size, and high end. Like for product in performance, because of high reliability that the customers need, we will always struggle to maximize our profit. So to ensure that we make a profit in the future from round 2, we also try to improve the automation. So let us have 4 here. Okay, now let's go to human resource. So in human resource now, we are not allowed to make any decision. We can leave it the way it is. Okay, now let's go to finance. So yeah, let us borrow maximum and then issue maximum stock 13,700 and also borrow short-term debt. So we are doing this because we want to make sure that on December 31st, 2024, we will not have a negative number. Because if you have a negative number, that means we'll need to take emergency loan to run our product within the current year, which is 2023. And that is a very dangerous situation. We don't want to incur an emergency loan because it's very expensive for the company. Again, we are borrowing and also issuing stock to ensure we balance our financial structure. We want the amount of debt or the percentage of debt that we have to be nearly equal to the percentage of equity that we carry in our company. Okay, let us reduce this size. So we have reduced the amount of borrowing that we are taking to 5,000 from 7,000 because the money that we'll be having at the end of the year is just much 7,013. We just want to have some money, but not too much because debt also carries the interest, and sometimes interest can really eat out into our profit, and we want to have some profit even though in the first year we are expecting to make a loss because we are making some sacrifices. So this is a game of give and take. It's not a game of take it all. So for us, usually we sacrifice round one. That means we are not aiming to make a profit round one, but what we are doing, we are preparing the company for the future so that when we come to round two, round three, round four, round five, and round six, as well as round seven and round eight, we'll have set the basis for us to maximize our profit as much as possible. So in round one, we are comfortable with making a loss. So as we move from one round to the next one, we are sure that from round two to round eight, we'll make a very huge profit. And that's how these games work. All right, and that's all for decision in Capsim round one. So in case you have any question, kindly consider contacting us and we'll get back to you. Just to recap, here in finance, we have issued long-term debt and we have also issued stock and we have also borrowed. What we are looking at while doing this is the cash position at December 31, 2024, and we want to have here a positive number, a significant one, so that in case of anything, especially when you do not sell enough inventory, you'll not end up needing an emergency loan. Also, another thing we are looking at is how our financial structure is balanced. That means comparing the debt and equity to make sure that they are in balance. Let's just check the balance scorecard and see our likely points. As you can see, we are expecting to get a 43.4 out of 82. And this is not a bad thing because now we are just building the company. And as you have seen, when we go to production, we have tried to max up our automation rating for product in low end and product in traditional market segment because we want to cut down the labor cost as much as possible. While doing that, we are aiming to maximize our profit. So this is something that you need to do early in the game so that you can plan your company for the future. When it comes to marketing, especially the promo and sales section, you can see that we are spending money in all factors. You can see some, like for example, when you click here under media, you can see in high end is very poor and also in performance is very poor, but we are spending still a very large sum of money on it. This is because if we spend little or no money in this section where we will find a poor result, our overall sales will go down. That is the reason why we are trying to maximize in every department for now. This will really help us to maximize our awareness. And if you have high awareness, that is one area where you obtain the competitive advantage. For sales budget, the situation is also the same. There are section where each spending is considered low, and there's a section that are considered high. We are spending huge, or we are considering number of salesperson, even in those areas that we are not getting the maximum result. The reason for this is just the same like that we are having under the promotion section, because now we are just starting out and we are trying to find any marketing strategy that will work for us. So when you're starting out, you are trying to do anything that will work, and then when you move ahead, you'll try to stop doing those that doesn't bring maximum benefit and focus on those that maximize your benefit. But for now, we are just doing anything to try and see the impact. Okay, that's all. In case you still have any question, kindly consider commenting below. You can also contact us via the WhatsApp link you have provided. You can also contact us via the email we have provided on the video description. Kindly also subscribe to our channel so that next time we have a similar video, YouTube will let you know. This is all will also be great to those people who are looking forward to this kind of video, because it will be pushed up and also to them so that they can view it. That's all. Again, have a nice time.